El Paso, water your garden.
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 Riega tu jardín.
Water your garden.
Water your garden.
Water your garden.
El Paso, check out Dragon's Garden for all your bonsai needs. Water your garden.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So it's August 13th, Tuesday, about 2:30 p.m. And here's the video I said I was going to make after I finished drilling the holes in this pot. We'll be repotting this Ming in here to make it look similar to this beauty right over here. And man, I must say, I did that one last night, and for about at least an hour or two, I just sat there admiring it. Even while binging, we were binging, me and my wife, a show called The Wire on HBO, and I was low-key just watching this one. It was just hard not to. I admire all my work, all my trees. I just take them in, and something about them, I have this connection with them, similar to my children. These trees kind of pretty much are my children. They just don't talk back. Parents, you may get that one. But yeah, let's dive into this. Disclaimer, I am fairly new to these. So if I forget a piece of information or just don't mention a piece of information, please don't critique me too hard. I know there's a lot of pros and experts and masters out there, and there's a lot of great teachers out there, but there's also a lot that have their nose up in the air. We don't want to be one of those. We definitely don't want to be one of those. We've been doing this since 2015, but I'm still a student of the game. Still always learning. Like I said, these are new to us. This is going to be my first time dealing with them. That's the first one I ever replanted. This is going to be the second one. And I say all that just because I know there's a lot of people out there that they think their trees are better, or they've been doing it longer, so their technique is the most right or most perfect, and all they aim is for perfection. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I know I have beautiful trees, and I know there's trees out there that are more beautiful than ours, but it's all about having fun and continuing to learn while you're having fun. Always have fun, even while you're learning. And it's okay. It's okay. There's a saying in Japan, wabi sabi. And it's pretty much to enjoy the imperfections of things, to enjoy things as is. Everything in nature is not always perfect. Every tree that you see out in the wild isn't all symmetrical and perfect bends and perfect twists. I actually learned that from Peter Chan. He's one of my favorites to watch out there in the UK. Herons Bonsai. I believe I pronounced that right. Herons, actually. Herons Bonsai. And he teaches a lot of that. That not all trees in the wild grow so perfectly. But the moral of everything is we don't want to be one of those people that think our way or our products and our trees are better than anyone else's. That it's only our way to learn. There's more than one way to the top of the mountain. And it's good to take in information from everybody. We listen to a lot of different teachers from all over the world. Peter Chan is just one of them. But there's a lot of great local people here in the United States as well. People in Brazil. We listen to a lot of folks. One of my favorites is a gentleman on IG, Bonsai Saudi, out in Saudi Arabia. I love his collection, and I love hearing his advice and his tips, especially because his climate is very similar to my climate out here in El Paso, in the desert. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's get this tree in this pot, and I'll show you my process and what we do to maintain them. All right. Okay. So let's get started. Got everything I need right here. It's going to be kind of hard to see because these beams are taller. This is the one. I hope y'all can get a good picture. This is the main area we need to really focus on. But I'll leave that here right now because first we got to prep our pot. Working with 12 gauge wire, black aluminum. I believe it's actually 2 millimeter. Translate. Tiny roots shears. Tiny roots root rake and tweezers. These are the sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yoshiaki carbon steel, Japanese gym pliers, and wire cutters. So all the tools we'll be using today. These I got at a nursery in Austin called the Great Outdoors off of Congress. And these I got on my trip to the Bonsai Learning Center in North Carolina. Have my trash can right over here to help put the soil from this. And I have I don't know if y'all can see it, Tiny Roots Tropical Blend with some extra akadama in it. The akadama I ordered off of Amazon. I don't know the name of the brand. It was just there. It was cheap and it worked. And that's everything we'll be using. Oh, my little mesh for the drainage hole. This I just got from a screen off of a window. So you don't always have to buy the bonsai screens. They are going to be a little bit more pricier. You can find things around your house. Same with your tools. You can use regular garden secateurs from Dollar Tree, Dollar General. You don't need super high-end stuff to get this done. As long as it works. As long as it works and you're having fun, that's all that matters. So let's first prep our pot. We're going to get some wire for our string. I'm not the best at this. Mine isn't going to look super nice, but it'll work. Get it like that. Hoping I'm in frame. And then from there, just push that up. Push that up. I hope I have that one side long enough. Get it in the little holes. This is flexible, so that's good. I don't just break. I may have to redo and see if this piece will go through. And it looks like it went through. So, should be long enough to hold it in place. Yes, that's perfect. That's what we want. And then this side, the longer side, will trim up a little bit because we don't want all that excess. And that's perfect. That's perfect. I thought I was gonna be a little short on this side and have to redo it, but that is perfect. Got it nice in there so our soil won't go through. Next we get our wire for the tree to wire it in. 4 corners. Probably get about that much. I like to do mine cross. It's just the way I learned. A little rough measure. And I'm gonna get a little extra. Enough. Since my holes aren't parallel, the wire isn't gonna look nice. But I like to try to run the wire through there. Back it over. Get the second one ready. Do my cross. In through the hole. I think that should be more than enough right there. We can do this one a little bit short because I put a little excess on this other side. Put up the thread over there. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. I like to try to make it look crossed. That's not the best looking wire, but it'll work. Get this in, our screen nice and firm. I actually got this one on the wrong drainage hole. Put that right over here. There we go. That's a better looking one. From the inside. We'll continue prepping. Uh-oh. I dropped my tool in the trash can. That's okay. Start getting the soil in the pot. And this one will kind of put it more towards the center. Usually I get them a little off to the left or off to the right. But this one will probably do a little bit more centers. Start filling with soil. Right now I'm just going to make a mound to the top where I'll be placing the tree. And I think that should be enough for right now. So now that we got this prep, we're going to move this to the side. And the real dirty work begins now. Take this out. Take the whole tree out the container. And I actually think we're going to have a tree that we can separate and keep as its own little project. I don't know if you can tell this one right here. It looks like it's going to be its own little one. We'll grow this in its own container. Let's first get some of this soil off. So I'll hold it like this. Try to be gentle. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see this. Gently get that soil out. That cheap generic garden potting mix. Sometimes we see people use that as their bonsai soil, and I'm not saying it's wrong. If it works, it works. But we like to use more of a traditional blend, more coarse, more free draining than just peat moss and perlite. But hey, if it works for you and you like it and it's cost efficient, then why not? And look it, we got that tree separated. Now we'll grow this one by itself. Lay that down real quick. I'll actually spray it down with my spray bottle. I want to keep those roots nice and wet, moist, till we get it potted up. There we go. We'll just put that right back in there. Keep that to the side. And now we're left with this bad boy. It actually looks like we could probably get a couple trees, but I'm gonna just do the one. I like how it looks all together. Tweezers. Chopstick would have been better, but right now this is what I have on hand. Nice thump. That is a nice thump right there. Beautiful. Try to get as much of that perlite and old soil out. We don't want none of that stuff in there. We'll put it in its fresh new home. And we'll leave it there for about 2 to 5 years on average. This one is a little bit bigger, so it could even go a little bit longer depending on how fast the roots develop. That's good. Got a little mat. Luckily, trash cans right here. Hoping y'all can see this. Put our pot back. Front. There we go. So that is the front right there. I'm gonna spray these roots, keep them nice and moist. I'm hoping all of this is in frame. At least most of it. Nice stump, nice little roots. I don't want to root prune it this time. But usually we would prune these thicker roots, and you'd want to keep these smaller, finer feeder roots. Now to determine the front of the tree. So this is the front of the pot. Which way do we want to place it in here? I'm kind of thinking like this. Yeah, I think this one right here looks best. There we go. Just cross the wires. Cross those wires. Give it a little twist. We're not done yet. Just trying to secure it a little better. There we go. Now we'll get our gin plier. We'll pull that wire and twist at the same time. Nice and firm. There we go. There we go. Position it right there. How we like. Perfecto. Now we're gonna trim the excess wire. I like to leave a little bit more than usual just in case I have to go back in there. I don't like to have the wire too short. There's a little extra wire to go back in there. Bend it slightly. Go. And then we'll finish covering it with our soil. This easier than this. And this is the Tiny Roots Tropical Blend. We are not sponsored by them. It's just what we use, what we have on hand. We use a variety of different soils. They all work. Some stuff works better than others. But they all tend to work. Okay. And then I actually do need to grab my chopsticks and give me one moment. Alrighty. Got our Avatar Aang chopstick. I don't know if y'all can see that clear. I hope so. Got that at 5 and Below. Avatar, The Last Airbender is definitely one of my favorite shows. I'm not into anime, but if that's considered anime, then I kinda am into anime. Samurai Jack is another one. Never really got into some of that other stuff. My cousins and my sister did like Inuyasha, Samurai Jack, and Avatar The Last Airbender for me though. Try to get it in there. We'll use a chopstick to try to get any air pockets. We don't want no air pockets because that could cause us problems. I don't know what this is. I'll take it out. I think it was just a big piece of bark. Maybe if it was deeper in there, I would have left it. But since it was so visible, I didn't like it. That should be good. Definitely looks a lot better now. Really good in this pot. Something about these pots, they look really amazing. What I'm gonna do is give it a light spray before I take it out. And I start doing that just to prep it. I usually either take it to my kitchen sink or to my balcony, my outside balcony patio, and we give it a hefty water. It's gonna be hard to do in this video, so I may just call an end to it now. But yeah, you usually want to just water it really good. I probably go over 2 or 3 times to make sure everything got wet. I'll do more right now, but even more than what I'm showing you in this video, I like to give it a hefty water. We want to see water coming out of the bottom, which I actually already do see it starting to leak through. And then we'll just leave it in a shady spot. When we start seeing it look really healthy and rejuvenated, new sprouts growing, we'll put it in a brighter area. Not too bright because, like I said, these don't like direct sunlight, but definitely in a brighter area. Y'all leave a like and please give me some feedback on what you thought of this video and what we can do to improve the channel. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget, like and subscribe and share. What are you going?